whatever the reason may be, people are consuming a lot more cannabis these days. And so that creates, good problems
Yep.
Of trying to keep up with that demand even more so than we were even before coronavirus.
Welcome to Healing Hearts, a podcast created by the Healing Center. Here, we explore passionate healing stories, educate on the power of cannabis, and so much more.
All right, we are back at the Point Park University Center for Media Innovation. I am Chris Cohan, co-founder of the Healing Center, and I am joined by Kobe Waldfogel. Kobe is the Director of Sales for Pennsylvania for Terrapin, and we are excited to have him here with us today. Welcome, Kobe.
Thanks, Chris. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Well,
very excited.
We are very excited because I every time Terrapin delivers to the Healing Center is an exciting day for everybody and all of our patients. And I don't know if I ever shared with you, but we used to have our manager meeting day on Terrapin Delivery Day, which was a terrible idea because they were just totally insane. So we had to change that. So thank you to everybody out of Terrapin for all the wonderful work you guys do in bringing us some very, very affordable medicine for our patients.
Yeah, thanks. It's great to hear that kind of feedback. I guess, if our delivery day is a big day for you guys, we're doing something right.
Yes, it's exactly. So there's no question. So tell us, Kobe, what's going on out there at Terrapin?
Terrapin has been in Colorado for 10 years. We started in Boulder in 2009 as a small medical dispensary and now have the footprint of 6 stores in Colorado, the license in Pennsylvania, and also the license in Michigan as well. The patients of Pennsylvania, what we're all about.
Well, you guys built a pretty sizable space to start, but you hung in there with that for a while. And from what I understand, now that's going to change.
Yes, that is true. The cat is out of the bag that we have broken ground on a sizable expansion. It's been a struggle keeping up with the pretty massive demand in Pennsylvania.
Demand is growing. I know with those numbers, it's something like 140,000 shop at a dispensary every week now. So those numbers are growing dramatically and they don't seem to be slowing down. So we're glad to hear you guys are ramping up. Now tell us a little bit about, because I know not everybody knows Terrapin, some of your other lines like Double Bear concentrates, and then you have the Woods Reserve. So tell us a little bit about all that stuff.
All of that Double Bear product in Pennsylvania is created using our material that we grow at Terrapin. Okay. So it's still, held to that same standard of quality. We have our Woods Reserve line, which is also something we do in Colorado. That is kind of a more exotic strain selection, longer cure times, and it allows our growers to kind of grow some strains that, might not produce enough or be regular enough to go into our normal harvest schedules. So we have been dabbling with that in Pennsylvania a little bit as well, and we hope to expand that offering as the expansion gets launched. Other brands, just to touch on, we did launch this year our Resolute Remedies topical line, which you guys carry at the Healing Center. And
we do.
We're really excited about that product. We have a salve out right now. And in the next couple months, we will be launching a cream topical as well.
A little bit more of a lotion.
Yeah, a little bit more of a cream lotion type product.
So, Kobe, tell us how you got started in cannabis. We always love to hear everybody's story on how they got started. So how did you get started in it all?
It's actually an interesting story. I was in the hospitality and events world prior to this, and our company launched a cannabis sightseeing tour. And that was my project. I've been passionate about cannabis for a long time, but I got to lead that project and develop a tour for people to see what was going on in Denver. I ran that tour for about a year and then was looking for other opportunities, really wanted to get into the space and found a great opportunity with Terrapin about 3 years ago and been going ever since.
Well, let's talk about some of Terrapin's products. Tell me some of your favorites, Kobe's favorites in the line of the Terrapin, as well as any of the other lines as well.
I am, admittedly more of a lightweight these days than I used to be. So I do also enjoy our lemon G strain, closer to like a 12% THC with some CBD in there. And I think that's been a pretty successful strain in Pennsylvania as well.
Excellent. Well, if one of our very, very favorite question to ask everybody is, if you were one of your strains, which one would you be and why?
That's a fun question.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd probably go with my favorite, Hell's OG.
What about being active and trying to keep your businesses all going during this pandemic? Any serious challenges you guys had to overcome?
Yeah, I mean, it presents all sorts of challenges. We've, as a company, been tracking the pandemic for quite a while, even when it was just in China. We rely on China for our C-cell vape carts and some of our other products. So, we've been trying to move some of our supply away from China and work with more American producers. So that was, the first step of it. And then, in March, pretty much everything shut down as far as travel. So, as a salesperson operating in now 3 markets, I was flying, at least once a month. And now I still haven't been on a plane in 6 months.
Well, I was going to say, I think you spend a lot of time in that little room right there, don't you?
Yeah, this is my home base right here. Very, very comfortable in my spare bedroom here in Colorado.
Well, I think you said to me the other day, you don't know when you will be leaving that bedroom or if you will be, right?
Yeah, no, I don't. I try to get out to the backyard when I can.
Exactly. So that's a big stroll for Kobe. Everybody, he gets out to the backyard, run around with the dogs, right?
Stretch the legs a little bit. And the other side of it is, we've seen a crazy spike in demand. Sure. I'm sure you guys have too. Whatever your theory is on why, it's up. The Colorado markets are up 20-30% year over year. Mm-hmm. Our stores are seeing tremendous demand in Colorado, and I know you and all of our folks out in Pennsylvania are kind of reporting the same thing. So, whatever the reason may be, people are consuming a lot more cannabis these days, and so that creates good problems of trying to keep up with that demand even more so than we were even before coronavirus. So,
well, we know here in PA that addition of anxiety, especially during the coronavirus times, has obviously added quite a few. And I'm sure it's that way across the country. A lot of people are probably needing to relax a little bit.
Relax. Yep.
These are difficult times and challenging times for us all. So we try to help each other to get through them, which is what our industry is all about, right? It's about bringing medicine and alternatives and natural healing to a lot of people. And everybody at Terrapin, as I said, is wonderful in helping us make sure that we bring quality medicine at affordable prices onto our shelves all the time. And so, Kobe, we want to say thank you once again for joining us today and for giving us a little bit of a peek behind the scenes at Terrapin. And we wish you guys all the continued success, and we'll catch up with you here real soon.
Yeah, and you as well. Thanks so much for having me.
All righty, buddy. We want to thank everyone for joining us today on this edition of our Healing Hearts podcast, live from Point Park University's Center for Media Innovation. I'm Chris Cohan, co-founder of the Healing Center, and we were excited to talk to many grower processors today, and we will be continuing this series in the upcoming episodes, so please stay tuned. So thanks again for joining us today.
Thanks for listening to the Healing Hearts podcast, recorded at the Center for Media Innovation at Point Park University. For more info, visit thehealingcenterusa.com. Happy healing!